Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Crow Bites. Today's recipe is a sweet dish usually made in Kerala during the festive seasons, which is payasam. So today we'll be making the broken wheat and oats payasam known as Gothambu Rava Payasam in Malayalam. Usually it's made with just broken wheat, but in this recipe I have added oats too to make it more healthy and nutritious. It's a quick and easy recipe to make and taste really delicious. So let's have a quick look at the ingredients. So for this you need oats 2 tablespoons, broken wheat rava 1 cup, cashew nuts 2 to 3 tablespoons, raisins 2 to 3 tablespoons, ghee as required, fresh coconut cut into small bits 2 to 3 tablespoons. Also you need jaggery 500 grams. Here I've used powdered jaggery which is around 3 cups. Thin coconut milk about 3 cups and thick coconut milk about 1 to 1.5 cups. So at first we are going to cook the broken wheat rava. So heat a small pressure cooker and add 1 tablespoon of ghee, which is clarified butter. Keep a low flame and add 1 cup of broken wheat rava. This is how it will look like. It's coarsely ground wheat. So just add 1 cup of it to the pressure cooker. And now we're going to lightly roast it for 2 minutes in a very low flame. Make sure to keep the flame very low, do not keep it high, and just lightly roast it. And now to this we're going to add 2.5 cups of water. And now we're going to cook this for just 1 whistle in a low to medium flame. After the 1 whistle, switch off the flame and remove the pressure cooker from heat and keep it aside and allow the pressure to release completely. So this is once the pressure has been released completely. Open the pressure cooker. See, the water has been completely absorbed by the broken wheat, and see it has been really cooked well. See how fluffy that is. And even if some water is left inside the pressure cooker, don't worry about it, it's absolutely fine. So now keep this aside. Now let's start making the jaggery syrup. So heat a small saucepan and add 500 grams of jaggery to it. Here I have used powdered jaggery. You can either use that or just add blocks of jaggery to it. And add about half cup of water to it and keep a very low flame and just melt the jaggery completely in a low flame. Just keep stirring it. Do not keep the flame too high. So once it just reaches almost to a boil, switch off the flame. And now we are going to strain this syrup to remove any impurities in it. So it's always better to strain the syrup before you use it in the payasam. See, this is how our jaggery syrup will look like. Keep this aside. So now let's make the payasam. So at first we need to dry roast the oats. So heat a small pan and add 2 tablespoons of oats to it. Keep a very low flame and then dry roast it for just 1 minute and then switch off the flame and keep it aside. Now heat a large pan or pot and add about 2 tablespoons of ghee to it. Keep a low to medium flame. Now to this we're going to add the cooked broken wheat rava which we had kept aside earlier and just give it a light mix in the ghee. And now to this we are going to add the jaggery syrup. Do not keep a high flame. Just keep a low to medium flame. And then we are going to cook this broken wheat in the jaggery syrup so that the rava absorbs all the sweetness from the jaggery. Keep stirring continuously and cook this for about 5 minutes in a low to medium flame. it will slowly start to thicken. Do stir continuously, don't forget that, otherwise it might get stuck to the bottom of the pan. And now see how dark the mixture has become. That's what we are looking for. See, now the mixture has slightly thickened and it's reduced a bit. So at this stage we'll be adding the 2.5 to 3 cups of light coconut milk or thin coconut milk, and then cook this for another 2 to 3 minutes in a low flame. Just stir it continuously and just cook for another 2-3 minutes. This is a very tasty payasam. See, now we are going to add the dry roasted oats, 2 tablespoons of it, to the mixture, and we need to cook this for another 2 to 3 minutes in a low flame. Adding oats to this makes it more healthy, and oats, as you all know, has multiple health benefits as well. Now check the sweetness and add sugar if needed. Here I'm adding about 3 tablespoons of sugar. So just add sugar if needed. And then just give it a good mix. Now reduce the flame to the lowest and add about 1 to 1.5 cups of thick coconut milk. Once you add the thick coconut milk, make sure that you do not boil the mixture or cook it for long, just for a few seconds, so that the coconut milk is just combined with the mixture. Just give it a good mix and then immediately switch off the flame and remove the pan from heat. So our payasam is ready now. So now we need to just season it. So now heat a small pan and add about 1 teaspoon of ghee to it. And then to this we are going to add about 2 to 3 tablespoons of fresh coconut pieces, small bits of it, and then lightly fry the coconut pieces in a low flame until they turn slightly golden. Do not keep a high flame, like I always say. See, now it's slowly started to change color. Now switch off the flame and transfer this to a bowl and keep aside. Now we're going to fry the raisins, so add another teaspoon of ghee if needed and add 2 to 3 tablespoons of raisins to it, and we're going to fry the raisins in a very low flame until they start to plump up. See, that's what they will look like. I'll show you a close-up view. See, now transfer them to a bowl and keep aside. And now finally we're going to fry the 2 to 3 tablespoons of cashews in the same way until they turn slightly golden. Keep a low flame. Now the cashews have turned slightly golden. Switch off the flame and transfer them to a bowl. Now let's garnish the payasam with the fried coconut pieces, raisins and cashews. Adding them, which are already fried in ghee, really enhances the flavor of the payasam. Now give it a good mix. See, it should be in this pouring consistency because once it cools, it will thicken. I'm just adding a teaspoon of ghee to it. This is optional, but I highly recommend you add it. It just enhances the flavor of the dish. So that's it. Our delicious broken wheat and oats payasam is ready to serve. I would like to thank my co-sister for sharing this wonderful recipe. So I hope you all enjoyed today's video. So see you all soon with more good recipes. Until then, goodbye.